Wow. So I've been pulling this card out a lot for many, many, many signs. I believe for, let me see, three. I believe it's 3 signs now. So you're the 4th one. So first of all, money is not really going to be a problem for you guys for this month, okay? We have you here swimming in monies, knowing how to manage your money, having a lot of financial assets, having a lot of things that you're dabbling in. And I also see a lot of expensive items, expensive furnishings, expensive purses, shoes, and things like that are constantly around you. Some of you might even have a home-based business where you're working on the side, or you're having a lot of prosperity. You don't even need to come into work. You have everything at your disposal in the home front. And so you have a lot of financial abundance that is coming through for this month, a lot of contracts, a lot of people seeking your skills. And overall, if you are working for somebody, like working a regular 9 to 5, this is like having an upper position where you're kind of like in the flow of things. You don't have to, scratch your head when people ask you questions. You know how to answer the questions. And so I feel some of you are kind of like in the upper echelon, of your work environment. You could be supervising, you could be managing, or you have enough technical skills under your belt where you're not like a trainee, you're not a newbie. People respect you, and you don't have to do your work in such a rush in manner in order to prove to anybody anything. So this is a really laid back, relaxed, financially abundant card. And I feel like you're in a very good financial space and you don't have to worry about financial insecurity. What I do feel coming through here with the Magician card and the Temperance card here, the Magician is a situation where somebody is undergoing some type of new technical information, either going through a training seminar, shifting from one job to the next, as indicated here with this Ace of Pentacles, which is a really good thing, shifting from one job to the next and feeling a little bit like, oh no, am I going to be able to succeed? Am I prepared? Do I know all the technical information? Am I going to be well received? Are people going to be receptive towards me? Am I going to be able to communicate well? I do see a little bit of a stage fright energy, which is something I feel is not normal for you guys. You guys are generally, very, I want to say limelight oriented. So you won't shy away from, public speaking opportunities. But it seems like there's something new that's coming into the picture for you, possibly shifting jobs, shifting locations, shifting into a new position. And you're feeling like you might have to undergo training. You might have to learn the ropes. You might have to learn procedures. You might have to contend with a new procedure, a new software, a new program. But there's something here that is making you feel waver. It's making you like kind of doubt your capabilities, kind of doubt your skills. And I feel like you're anxiously waiting for this new move, this new opportunity. And it's coming at a time where, you're comfortable where you are. And as a very adventurous sign, I feel like you will never shy away from a new opportunity. But this opportunity is coming in a way where it might be very, very rushed, where there's a lot of things happening for you for this month. And this new shift in the location or even in the job opportunity is just casting some doubts on whether or not you're in the right profession, whether or not you're meant to be in this next step, whether or not you're able to leave things behind in order to implement this new move, this new career move, or this new profession. So I do sense overall that you are going to be tremendously missed. I do feel that where you are right now, you're really, really comfortable. You command authority. You're very persuasive when you speak. You know things, you know how to do your work, kind of like the back of your hand. You don't need to consult anybody. If anything, other people might consult you on how to do a specific procedure. So leaving this state behind, leaving this state where we are so confident and so secure, and other people look up to us as the stable force or the stable influence in this work environment. and shifting away from that into the next place where we're feeling kind of like emotionally displaced. We have to make friends again. We have to do the office politics. We have to play nice. We have to project this energy that we are very likable, that we're very, we have to blend in. I feel like that's making you feel a little bit uncomfortable. I feel like this new job is going to be very prosperous for you, okay? The Ace of Pentacles usually indicates 9-to-5 work, working for somebody else, getting a very stable, consistent income. But with the Aces, they have a lot of potential for growth. So you might have already seen movements. A lot of people that might be in the new work environment, they've already gotten promoted. They've already moved on. And so a lot of positions are opening up. And that's why if you shift yourself into this new position, there's a lot more opportunities for moving up that chain of command or moving up, within that hierarchical structure. So I feel like there's a lot of movement, a lot of momentum. And I do feel like it can feel a little bit daunting. It can feel a little bit scary because we have to start from the ground up, make new friends, meet new coworkers, learn new procedures, learn the layout of the land. And I feel like the environment is just different. It's something that you need because I feel like you thrive well. Wherever you're plopped down, you thrive really well. And this is the first time where I feel like you do have nostalgia for the past, and you're kind of, on the one hand, ready to kind of take your plans out into the world, ready for a new adventure. But when it shows up in the reverse, it's almost like, feeling like, did I really finish things in the past? Is it really done and over with? If I leave, I might not have a chance to come back. So I feel that energy playing out for many of you. What I'm feeling here, first of all, we have here an earth sign. So this is a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. And I feel almost like, this is somebody who's very nervously coming to you, and they want to ask for something, okay? They want to ask a favor. They want to ask to borrow money. They want to ask for your advice, for your expertise. And I feel like they're doing so in a very nervous manner. And so approach this person with, kitty gloves, because I feel like they might have done this in the past. They might have done it many, many, many times before, and it can feel very aggravating because you're kind of wondering why. You're just like, why aren't you able to take care of yourself? Why do you always need assistance? Why are you asking me the same questions when I've, helped you many, many times in the past before? Why are you not able to absorb this piece of information? So I feel like there's a little bit of annoyance and frustration coming from your end. And then I'm also feeling as well, it's almost like you're looking at this person and you're almost telling them kind of like, know your place. Look who you're talking to. Be careful about who you're talking to, or be respectful of the chain of command. So you're almost telling this person like, you're no match for me. And so I feel there's some tenuous energies coming into the picture, especially for those of you who are starting new jobs, and somebody is kind of like positionally, they are beneath you, but they're telling you what to do, or they're giving you ideas and insights, or they're giving you advice on what to do. And it's almost like they don't really know their place. Okay, so that's a little bit uncomfortable to deal with. And I want you to be very patient, and I want you to just, humor this person. Because if you're in a new work environment, you want to be as nice and as approachable as possible, especially if it's a new work environment, because I feel like this situation has the potential to turn really bad if it's not handled properly, okay? And so I feel this energy coming through a lot more on the work front. We also have another character here. This is a water sign. I'm sensing this person is no longer kind of like a permanent fixture in your life. You're moving on to new things. You're moving on to a new phase in your life, and you're kind of turning your back. This person as well is doing some attention seeking. they're trying to reach out to you. I feel like they might be financially in dire straits, and they're reaching out for emotional assistance, financial assistance, and you're kind of turning your back and you're keeping mum. You're keeping, like, things to yourself. You're not really interacting and engaging with this person. And I do feel as well there has been some type of manipulation, power struggles with this person in the past. So this is a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And I feel like there's still going to be communication with this person. And I do sense like there's some financial upsets happening in their lives, and they're coming in for financial assistance as well. So you're in a position where people are coming to you and they want advice, they want assistance. And I do feel a lot of it is financial in nature. I'm sensing as well, I mentioned for the last month's reading, you've walked away from a relationship, and you've walked away mainly because the relationship really hurt and chipped away at your pride. And you were still wondering, did I do the right thing? The month of November is going to validate and confirm that you did the right thing. It's going to put you in a space where you're a lot more sure about your decisions. You're a lot more sure about where you stand with people, because everything is going to be very clear cut. Everything is going to be very apparent, and there isn't any doubt in your mind whether or not you've made the right decision. So moving into a new environment, I feel it's going to validate that. It's going to bring about that sense of, energy where you're going to feel good. You're going to feel like things are stable. The calm before the storm, I feel like it's more like internal, and it's more mental, where you are still dealing with some type of grief, some disappointment, and especially some lies and deception coming through from people. But I do sense overall you're going to be sailing away from this, and that separation is not going to hurt as bad, and shifting away into new things, something that is a lot more stable for you. I do feel a major relationship shift here, shifting away from a water sign, mainly because they are not in alignment with your values. So this can be like a romantic partner. They might have, tried to control or manipulate the situation, and the situation left you feeling very emotionally depleted. And now you're at a point where you're just like, I need to take care of myself. I need to take care of my assets. I need to take care of my emotional well-being, my mental well-being. And you're turning your back away from a person and possibly shifting away from that into a new relationship here with an earth sign. Okay, I'm going to do your love reading in a little bit, but I feel like the energy here is, it looks very good for new transitions, or at least you're transitioning into new things, whereas in the past you felt like this relationship is not enough for me. You might have felt it, but you weren't sure. This is the month where you will start to see that I need to cast a wider net. I need to look further out. I need to expand my horizon. I need to, do something new and kind of stop, procrastinating on living my life. And so you're going to make that, one fell swoop and transition into something a lot more stable, or with a person that is a lot more sincere, a lot more stable. Okay. I do see opportunities a lot for career, professional development. Do not get involved with people in the workplace, okay? If those attractions are coming in, you want to keep them at bay, keep them at arm's length. It's not a good move, especially for the month of November.